Recording in progress.
So I saw this advertised on Facebook this morning, this book Nova, and I thought, oh, what a novel idea. And this is how I've built more than 150 now, 150 AI apps in the last 8 months. And this is what happens. I get ideas when I see adverts mostly that pop up, and I think, oh, I could build that. So, and a lot of the time, it's not that they are expensive, because this one in particular, I don't think is expensive at all. They're offering, I think, lifetime deal. Let me just check the price on it. Let me just see. Pay once, yeah. So, can't argue with that. No subscription, lifetime plans. So, yeah, I love deals like this, actually, to be honest. And this particular one gives you monthly credits every month. Even though they have no idea how many months you might use it, and you're paying for it just once. And in this case, it's coming up in Mexican pesos, but for the basic price of what's that, about $60 US. Can't argue with that. I'm happy with that. That seems very, very reasonable. And even the most expensive one is only 350, I guess, US, which might sound like a lot, but I think you're getting a lot for it. Anyway, so just quickly go back to the home page and see what it actually does. I mean, this is really all that grabbed my attention here, is that you can write a novel using the world's best AI, whatever that means. It doesn't tell us, but you know, you can have your finished novel in under an hour, and you keep 100% off if you sell it. Okay. And I just thought, okay, this is quite cool. I can build something like this. So I just took this, I copy pasted the whole page, took it across to Google Gemini, and I just asked Google Gemini to, and you can see some of my other ones down here on the left that I've been working on. That I've finished, actually. So I just copy paste everything into Google Gemini and say, now I would like to build something like this, but how about we can do it better, what's missing, etc. And so from there, I already bought on a lifetime deal Tiabo, or yeah, however you pronounce it, which is essentially like Supabase, very similar. It has a database concept, and in fact it's super clever. Tiabo is really, really clever in that it is an AI generated database. So you basically just copy paste this, if you like, into Tiabo and tell it what you're trying to achieve, and it will build out the dashboard in its design for you. However, in this particular case, I decided to go take it all across to AI Studio, and I'll have a look at AI Studio, and I renamed it. I changed it to something different, so it's now called Heroic Saga. I'm not in AI Studio. Back to AI. Oh, I just closed it. Hold on. I've got so many tabs open, it's easy to press the X button and close it by accident, so, which is just what I've done. Okay, twice in fact. I clicked on it twice. Okay, so basically I copy pasted the prompt from Gemini, and I put it down here in the bottom left hand side, the chat window with AI Studio, and AI Studio built what you're not seeing here in front. Let's have a quick look at the code and then go back to preview, see if it shows up. It's not. Let me just refresh, because AI Studio basically built the whole thing for me. And then I decided, what if we could enhance this? What if we could make the hero your own family, and so make it like a hero's journey, because we've all gone through different things in life. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we could actually put the story with someone like a child or a grandmother or whatever, and take part of their story, so we've got a consistent character throughout the storyboard, and it's not showing up. Typical. Okay. Trust me, it did show up and it looked beautiful. So what I've done is I've just saved this, and I'll show you in if I can move this window out of the way, in AI Studio, where it says publish here. I didn't click publish, I actually clicked the little gear icon here, the settings, and I go along to the furthest right hand side and choose GitHub. and I uploaded this whole project into GitHub. Okay, I'm not finished yet because I'm going to edit it and tweak it even further, because I've had some more ideas, such as, oh, there you go, it's coming in now, such as, so you can see this is what this now. First of all, AI by default always seems to go to dark mode, and I just hate dark mode. So it did build me a dark mode, and I just told it, you know, stop giving me these defaults, because it always gives me dark mode by default. So actually I said, instead of just starting afresh, let's just have a toggle switch. So here's the toggle switch, I'll show you. This is the dark mode. Okay, this is AI default dark mode. And as you can see, it looks quite good though. What I've ended up doing, as you can see here, I've changed it into Heroic Saga, and it's turning your family's legend basically into cinematic. And so that's the other thing. So I thought, how about we add some comic strips, if you like, some images in here, and also ultimately create a video as well from it if they want. And both of these, the images and the video, cost money in terms of AI creation, but the actual text is virtually free. And that's how that particular lifetime deal can work, because realistically it's going to cost like 3 cents to generate a story with the AI prompts in text only. And so I decided that it would be nice to add some extras in here. So as you can see, I've added a whole load of extra things into the dashboard here, and we also have the creator studio, and in here you've got your character consistency, so throughout all the chapters and so on. And I decided, wouldn't it be nice to have something a little bit different, so that when they go through the story 3 times in the story, it's interactive, and the reader, if you like, has the opportunity to choose where's this story going to go. So they have 3 different options each time to where it's going to go. So so for example here, and I've done it as a little image, shall we continue through the Mayan jungle here in this one, or shall we go off this direction, and this key carries our family crest, it says here. So we can go from one part of the story going off. It says it began on a quiet Tuesday evening, and it looks like there's a river involved and mountains and so on. Or alternatively, the ancient silver key tumbled from an old leather journal and takes you off on a different route. And I think life is a bit like that sometimes, that we have our stories that we are clinging on to, all our history and our adventures. But what if we had gone in a different direction? I'm sitting here in sunny Mexico just now. I've put the screen up behind me because the sun's so bright and it's warm, and that's why I'm sitting without a shirt on. But that's, you know, that's one of my life choices, was to come to Mexico. And what if I had chosen, literally, I just came for a holiday, literally. So what if I had chosen to return at the end of I thought maybe 5 or 6 weeks for a holiday. What if I just chosen to return to Scotland at that stage? How would life have changed? And it would have changed. It would have been a very different ending to this story. And as it happens, I've been in Mexico now almost 5 years. And in that time, obviously, I've had other adventures. And that is what I wanted to build into this generation of the Heroic Saga, which is very, very, very different from the original Nova book idea. So yeah, that was just, all of this just came to me as I'm communicating with the AI, going, oh, what if we did this as well? Could we do this? And just do something a little bit different. So this is what I've created. I'm back on the dark mode, but as you can see, I can just click one button here and go back to light mode. And this is the dashboard for the user to build up, and for the ultimate end reader, we've created it as a mobile app, so they can download the app and have their own story. And for me as the super admin, if you like, there's another dashboard as well, so I can see which users are in there and who's paying for what. And I decided to make all of this free of charge for the text only trial. And as you can see, in fact, it says here on the left hand side, the free of charge text only will cost me approximately 2 cents every time somebody wants to use it, which is very manageable if I've then got a monetization upsell. And in fact, I've added 3 upsell options there for them, which again, I think all of them are not expensive for what they're getting. And if you have a look at it, 12 full scene illustrations across all. So for all the illustrated book, like a cartoon, a comic type book, if you like, but they get to choose which style of images and so on as well, so it doesn't need to look like a comic. So anyway, they can choose all of that for $14.99 in this particular case. So I've not connected Stripe yet, and in fact I've not even put it live on the internet yet. This is just the building process. And so I thought I would just record this little step, just because this literally has taken 3 hours now, I guess, from originally seeing the advert to what if we could do that, what if we could do that, and building it up, adding the dark mode, light mode, etc, etc, all these extras, going back and forward between Gemini and, in this case, AI Studio. And I take notes of everything as well, so I copy paste everything that it's been telling me throughout. And now I've uploaded it all to GitHub. I'm also using another tool altogether because I've not finished yet, so it's going to mix and match up everything that I'm asking for to build the Stripe and so on into there. And now I'm going to go over to Vercel, and as you can see, I've got a number of different projects in here already, and I'm just going to click add new. I did click it, just waiting, just do it again in case my mouse is going. I think it's just slow because I'm on the camera for some reason. Okay, come on. Come on. I'll try refreshing the page. Yeah, it's just slow. I guess the camera's using the internet as well. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay. Because normally I've got it like that. Come on, super fast. So in the last few days I've been building, in fact for the last week I've probably been building 2 or 3 even, came up there, projects a day sometimes. Sometimes they take longer, sometimes I could be on one for 3 days minimum because of just one tiny little niggling thing. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So I've clicked new. Now what it's going to do here is going to show me the Git repository, which means what's on GitHub, and you'll see at the very top the Heroic Saga is there. You can see the others that I literally just pulled in. So Frame is actually Higgsfield alternative. So same as Higgsfield, which makes your videos and images and so on for you. I decided to create my own. And Prompt OS there is actually, this thing has got something like 30,000 prompts. So regardless of what business you're in, if you're in real estate or you're an accountant or a landscaper or whatever, you'll find all the different prompts for different things, for whether it's for LinkedIn or whether it's for creating your social media, etc. So I created a big prompt database as well, so that's what that one is. So Prompt operating system and Frame OS, which is your Higgsfield idea. And Heroic Saga is the one we're going to import today. So I'm just going to click import, and there you go, it automatically names it for me. I'm not going to add anything in here at all. I am actually going to add the environment variables, and we'll come to that in a minute, but I don't do it here on this dashboard. So I just, actually I'm probably missing the word save. Let me just scroll down. It just says deploy. Okay, deploy, and I don't touch anything else. The environment variables that you see there are very important, and I will be doing something with that in a minute, because basically that's where you keep your keys, your API keys, which means the keys that authorize the going across to the AI to communicate with the AI, because the AI is building all this for you. So when somebody puts in a story and so on, the AI takes, in the background, it's taking your prompts plus their story content and mixing it all together. Okay, and obviously if you've got extras such as I'm putting in here with your Stripe, then you need keys for that, and the images, then you'll need keys for the AI and also video. So anyway, that's, congratulations, it's now live, fantastic. And I'll just continue to the dashboard, continue, and I do actually have here this one, my Gemini key. So I'm going to put in this Gemini key just like that. I'm going to go copy, and I'm going to go to environment variables over here. Click on environment variables. It's just been very super slow because I'm using the camera, I guess. Okay, environment. So at the top right, add variables, key, paste. Perfect, and down here save. So I'm only putting in this case, my Gemini key for the time being, and I'm going to click redeploy down the bottom right, and again I need to move this out the way, click on redeploy again, come on, that's it, and then it will say, do you want to view the deployment? I'll just do that. Yep, view deployment, click, and everything should be perfect because I've already seen that little thumbnail of the display, so that's what I'm expecting to see. Perfect, yeehaw. Okay, and if I go to my domains, I haven't added a domain, but it's as easy as this for adding a domain. Well, I've literally just uploaded it, haven't I? So I haven't done anything till just now. You've literally just seen me doing it. And that was the purpose of recording now. So what I'm going to do, it will show me, let me just move my face out of the way, there you go. There's the actual URL that's on just now. If I click that, it opens in a new window, and there's my finished product. So I'm on live on the internet right now, and you can go and try it right now and tell me what you think. And at the top here we should be able to click to, yeah, there we go, click it to light mode, and I'm quite delighted. I haven't even tested it yet. I'm just delighted to show you that I built this in 3 hours and put it live on the internet. And this is the URL that is in at the moment, heroic-saga.vercel.app. And what I can do literally is just add an existing domain name that I already have, and then I host most of my domains via Cloudflare. So it's very, very simple. It will give me the DNS to change and put into Cloudflare, and then come back over here, and the little blue tick shows me that it's live and I can use my new. I usually use subdomains actually for these, because I don't want to keep buying new domains all the time, and it depends what I'm going to do with it. In this case, I haven't practiced with it yet, I might decide to sell it and give it its own brand new domain name, but for the time being I'm just going to leave it in Vercel. I have stacks and stacks, dozens anyway, I won't say hundreds, but I've got dozens of projects like this that I build for fun, and I just want to show you how quick and simple and easy it is, and this is the end result. The end result is I have a website, and it's also a mobile app. It's a PWA, which is a web app, so it's a portable web application, and that'll work perfectly on your smartphone as well. And when you're on your smartphone, if you just click on the 3 dots on the top right hand side usually, and then scroll down, and it'll just say add to home screen. You will have this little icon here, it says Heroic Saga, and that will pop up on your phone like a normal mobile app. And so yeah, I've got to find out what the super admin looks like, so I can see who's authorized and so on. I need to add different bits and pieces in there, and I also want to see the end result for the user, because this is the dashboard for the creator of each story. Okay, so that's today's little bit of fun. It's a Sunday. I'm not working too hard. I love it when a plan comes together like this. Anyway, I think that's enough for now.